watched another round with Mads Mikkelsen and thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the story of 4 teachers who decide to experiment with alcohol based on, I think it was a philosopher or a researcher's idea that we're born with not a high enough blood alcohol level. So we need to drink a certain amount a day to get to where we need to be to thrive. And the main character, played by Mads Mikkelsen, is a history teacher, high school, who's struggling and apathetic to his job and sort of is struggling on the home front with his wife as well. He just doesn't feel connected to his work or his life. And so by drinking, he starts to find this creative inspiration to be a better teacher and to infuse his lessons with heart and humanity, and he's invested in them, and the kids are learning, and he's invested, but he's also drunk, partially drunk. And so he and his friends, there are 4 of them total, they each have their own situations going on. One is a music teacher, one's like a PE teacher, and one is music teacher, PE teacher, and I think the other one is like a philosophy teacher, maybe. Anyhow, they are really it's an interesting journey. This is a Danish film. I can't remember the name of the guy, but I think he runs a production or movie studio with Lars von Trier. So I think he's made a lot of movies that I haven't seen because they're Danish language films. But I really enjoyed this film. It's funny, it's a drama, and it really keeps you invested in these characters. It makes you think about alcohol, makes you think about work-life balance. I imagine different countries have a different approach to it. Denmark is a different place than the United States where I live. And so I imagine there's slightly different attitude about these things. And definitely it shows the downside of alcohol, but it also shows, I think it kind of keys into that thing that makes it hard for people to quit alcohol, which is there is a kind of creativity that gets opened up by just having a certain amount of alcohol. So I would recommend watching this to anyone who wants to watch an entertaining, well-written film. Also, some of the lessons, there's one scene where he talks about the difference between FDR, Churchill, and Hitler in World War II. And I think that is interesting. And then he also talks about Grant, Hemingway, and Churchill, I think it is. So the lessons themselves that Mads Mikkelsen teaches in class are interesting as well. So it's well written, for sure. Lots of funny and poignant lines in the movie. I give it 2 thumbs up.